Good afternoon. This won't be a long live. Uh, it will be a direct one, and it's very clear, as we said before, um, that this whole thing was engineered. Rudolph Speed was appointed as chairman of the technical committee, and the chairman of the technical committee selects the coaches and players for the competition. Rudolph Speed went out and he selected um, Steve McLaren, whose track record shows a very failed coach, been able to hold on a position for more than a year, and fired many times for incompetence. It's not nice, the things that I have to say, but it's true. And so he selected him, and once they selected him and had him going, Speed then appointed himself as this advisor to the coach. So all the decisions that were being made by the coach was advised by Rudolph Speed. It is very clear that the coach, the players don't relate to Speed and don't like him. They don't speak to him at all. Maybe King, but when this whole debacle came up, I realized early that they were going to put Speed in because the person who was going to select the new coach is the chairman of the committee. And the chairman of the committee is the person who offers himself for the coaching job. So it's really ridiculous for us to even look at other coaches. Any coach that comes in is going to be a figurehead, or Speed will run it. Because while this is a major conflict of interest, it must be clear why he does it. In most European countries, to safeguard their homegrown talent, meaning the players that are born in their countries, they require that any club that wants a player has to, for example, in England, get a player that has 75% of his country's last 15 games as a starter. So, in the national team. So if you want to get a work permit, you have to get qualified in that way. So Speed uses position in the JFF to include all these young players so they can get the caps, because he hopes that they'll be able to use the caps to get the work permit in England so that they can sign a contract. There is only one other way that I know of, and it's called the special talent clause, which allows a club that if they're going to pay over 10 million for the player, they forget about the qualifications for the players, because it's a special talent. So that's why Speed has been so actively involved in the national team. It's really a money-making thing to try and get his players. So unfortunately, what this has resulted in is Leon Bailey never played under 13, under 17, or under 20 for Jamaica, or under 15. None of them. Neither did Whistle. And that was engineered by Speed. So now that he is the head coach of the national team, I really wish us well, because the bias will continue. and they'll try to put the bias on me and Phoenix, and the pressure, because what happens is, because Speed is in control of the national team, if you want to make the national team, you have to leave and wherever club you come from and go to his club. That's how he was able to steal 3 of my players this year. Denzel McKenzie, Marion Thomas, and Michael Forbes. All went there thinking life was going to be better for them. That's not how it works, you know. Luckily for me and for Phoenix, I've built very strong relationships and a reputation overseas, and so I can move my players. For Jamaica, it is really sad and saddening, because now I know even more than ever he's going to, the national team will not have the support that they need, and he's going to try and block a lot of my players, like Leon or Whisper. Can you imagine? He was the one who was there behind McLaren telling him not to play Whisper. McLaren get fired, and he come.
Hey, what's up? This is the Lead TV, the best Jamaican TV.